5:30, our top story. It's a do-over for the U.S. Department of Justice in the case of the fired LMPD detective Brett Hankison. Today, federal prosecutors revealing they do intend to try him again after a judge declared a mistrial nearly a month ago.
But the question now is, how long will it take to get attorneys on both sides and a brand new jury in place for a retrial? Senior reporter Isaiah Kim Martinez has that answer. Isaiah?
Well, Connie, Doug, this is a developing story, of course, here today. Right now, we're looking at mid to late October. That's the tentative date set by the federal judge in today's status hearing, but it's clear both she and prosecutors want this done sooner if possible.
Mistrial is not an acquittal.
They were the words of optimism from Lenita Baker, Breonna Taylor's family attorney, following a mistrial in the federal civil rights case against Brett Hankison. That was November 16th. Now, nearly a month later, federal prosecutors telling Judge Rebecca Grady Jennings Wednesday they intend to try the former LMPD detective once more.
And it's the type of case that ultimately a jury needs to decide.
In a virtual status hearing with attorneys and Hankison himself on the call, Judge Jennings voiced her desire to get a second trial going as soon as possible, discussing possibilities for June, July, or September of next year, but because of scheduling conflicts, a tentative date is set for October. Another major development, we learned Brett Hankison is considering shaking up his defense team or hiring a new counsel altogether. That's according to his attorneys themselves. Nick Mudd is a former prosecutor with the Commonwealth Attorney's Office.
Certainly, it is very uncommon for attorneys to be switched out, especially in between trials.
He isn't associated with this case, but has provided us perspective.
I think it's fair to assume there had to be something that happened during the course of that last trial that he was not satisfied with or didn't think they pushed hard enough on.
Hankison is charged with violating Taylor's civil rights and using excessive force when firing shots into her apartment and that of her neighbors during that overnight raid in 2020. And it is worth noting here, one of Hankison's defense attorneys in this case, Stu Matthews, is retiring. Remember, he represented Hankison when he was acquitted of his wanton endangerment charges in state court. That, of course, was back in 2020.